Today is 24 February 2026. My name is Peter Schiffman. 16 plus months ago, I had a traumatic brain injury at my nursing job, resulting in 14 days on a ventilator. What I want to do right now is recognize those who have helped me make it until now. For all the staff members at the B Medical Cannabis Dispensary on Newdorp Lane, Staten Island. When I hobble in there with my cane, people there are starting to know who I am, because I talk a bit now. But I want to recognize the staff who are helping me survive. And I say that because I have been throwing up uncontrollably for over 6 months. That includes the antidepressants I took before a traumatic brain injury and potassium citrate for kidney stones. So now I'm full of kidney stones. But I got down to under 130 pounds because I couldn't eat or even drink Ensure. So, for everyone who has helped me and guided me in my quest to not die, I have to express my thanks and my gratitude. Now, I have learned a whole lot about Rick Simpson oil, cannabis extract, and spending close to $200 a week with a military discount. What I have been searching for is a way not to heave all day, and I was focused on that. And to a degree, it does work. And for anyone that says, oh, you could take Zofran, yeah, I've tried all that. And it didn't work, and it has its own issues. But I saw that Rick Simpson is actually in another country where cannabis is illegal and the man is suffering. And I don't know how to reach out to that man and say, I am alive now because of what you discovered in your quest to deal with your own cancer. And to think that man is sick in Croatia or somewhere where he can't even have access to the things that he developed that keep me alive, to me that's terrible, and I feel badly about that. But I need to express my gratitude to Rick Simpson and to the staff of Sativa or B Dispensary. Because at the end of the day, I am here now in no small part due to the wonderful, brilliant, educated, helpful staff at B. So this is my way of sharing my gratitude and how very important it is to survive that program. New York State is well behind other states with medical cannabis. Bureaucracy, whatever. But because I am aware, pharma, whiskey, tobacco, they hate recreational marijuana. It hurts the business model of things. It's an economic risk. So of course, money is spent to tell people, oh, people just want to get high and crash their cars there. And I will say this. before anyone thinks people going to a medical marijuana dispensary just want to get high and crash their cars, I say this. If you have ever had a relative die of cancer, wouldn't you want to do something to help them suffer a little less? And I will also say to pharma, big whiskey and tobacco, money spent to market nonsense. I know that's how things have always worked, but especially with politics as they are, I'm all about the truth and reality and less about nonsense because it's a conflict for your business model. Nonsense. So, the only way to get me to stop talking, well, let me not talk about people putting bullets in my head, but let's put it this way. My voice is my own, and I choose to continue using it. So thank you to all of the fantastic staff at B. And thank you for anyone else who knows that outside of what insurance companies might pay for, there are people, real people, trying to find a way just to survive and not be as brutally suffering. So outside of what are standards for insurance companies, there's me, a man who based my entire career of 38 years as a psychiatric nurse clinician in public health, always working with the people that had the absolute least and suffered the most. I was part of the business of healthcare right up until a defendant sucker punched me because he didn't like being in the hospital. He wanted to go back to jail, and now he's in prison. But yeah, that day at work, my last day as a nurse clinician, my last day as a lot of things, social death, ego death. But for the last several months, I've been in survival mode. And I'll say it one last time. People helping me survive, aside from the past pain management specialist I had who's fantastic, and the neurosurgeon at Northwell SICU, who her and her team saved my life, I will do something formal to express my gratitude with them. But for Sativa or B on New Europe Lane, you are doing essential work that so many people need. Now, my situation is probably more extreme than most, but I've needed it and it was there, and I appreciate it and I have gratitude, and I want your services to be there for others who need it. So really, this is my thanks. Keep up the great work.